Now, hello, hello. So
Hello.
I am walking around trying to figure out where we need to move these crops, or which ones in what order.
Just a minute, I hear you twice because I've got the stream up somewhere.
Nice. I'm just trying to make sure they're kind of grouped together because I don't like how they're just randomly all over the place depending on how we ended up breeding them. Um,
They
Not
were
necessarily.
somewhat grouped as much
Yeah,
as I could, but breeding order sort of threw that off a little bit.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
nothing
we can.
against how you ended up doing it. It's just it was largely dependent on how you could end up breeding them without you having to go back and redo everything.
Yeah. Oh, I changed the wrong. I swapped the wrong machine over. Whoops.
Okay, so I've got tin, sulfur, aluminum, lapis, cobalt, ardite, glowstone, redstone, obsidian, and rutile being the next ones we need to grab. Then ender, wither, ghast, blaze, slime, creeper, spider, and skeleton. Kind of makes sense. Then after that, it would be like the regular plant ones, like the vanilla crops, and then the um the flower ones, and then like viz shrooms. Or do you want to keep those over here?
Uh, fish rooms. Fish rooms. We can move up to the Thorncraft area.
Okay, that's kind of what
Probably.
I was thinking. And then after that,
Those
it
are
would be
also
like the
Thorncraft.
speed and regeneration and things like that. Those six here.
Yeah.
So
What
fire
hasn't the
resistance, water, night, that kind of thing. Okay, so red mushroom, brown mushroom, pumpkin, melon, and then all of the different flowers. Tulip, orange and pink. Red tulip, white tulip and allium, dandelion, and blue orchid. And daisies. Interesting that those are, oh, because we do have somebody harvesting. Okay. Daisy, poppy, barley, barlery. Perfect.
So
What's up?
this is odd. I tried to launch Regrowth and it didn't.
Ouch.
I mean, I do still have all the mods running, but I've done that before and it launched.
Yeah, that shouldn't be
Okay.
an issue. What launcher are you using?
Uh,
Like Twitch or multi-MC?
it's currently multi-MC.
Yeah, multi-MC shouldn't have any issue with that.
Well, no, it depends on Java. There are some Java options. Oh, it's doing it this time. Where it won't actually, if I have certain Java options on, which I do in my Twitch, it will not allow it to launch two at the same time. Past that,
Ah,
I can do it on Twitch. That's usually what it is. It's some of the debug options that I sometimes have enabled for connecting debuggers because they use a network port and it specifies the port in the options. So if something's already opened on that port, Java goes, no, I can't start. The port's already in use. And I'm like,
Kind of
great.
makes sense. I know that the vanilla launcher will prevent you from launching 2 instances under the same account. So I don't know if the Twitch launcher is being held to that anymore. Okay, what is
Well,
Candelilla?
the Twitch launcher possibly is. However, I'm told it to launch to the legacy client, the old Java
Okay,
launcher, rather than the native one. And I'm going to guess that doesn't have any such restrictions on it.
no, it doesn't. What's Candelilla? Candilla, whatever.
Kind of a wax for making candles.
Should I just put it under regular crops?
Yeah, it's bone mealable. It's for one specific mod, but past that.
Seems weird that you're growing wax, but okay.
Well, not really. I mean, various plants do create various kinds of oils. I mean, technically,
Yeah,
you grow wax anyway. You grow it with bees,
that's true.
or you grow it in your ears.
Cinnabar, what is that?
Cinnabar, that's another Thorncraft.
Okay,
Or,
so we're leaving that here.
well, we'll probably move those all up to the Thorncraft area, but yeah.
Well, it's already in the Thumbcraft area. I just wasn't sure if I needed to move it down.
Okay, or just delete this because you put a load of extra on.
Wormwood?
Okay, so pack started. Wormwood's witchery, so that can go. I think. Wait, Wormwood, it needs the plants near it from the silky.
So leave where it is?
Leave it for now. We'll probably deal with that, but we'll probably gonna have to take out another thing and plant the plant near it.
Okay, and then we're gonna move Mandrake.
Oh, I guess so. I'm so used to going so fast in the other one, I really do go slow in this.
Yeah, think about how fast you go in Sprout.
Oh no! Sprout slow. What I'm doing in all the mods, yeah, that's kind of insane, and that will be getting faster.
Nice.
When I get my next set of armor.
Okay, I think I've got them all
I'm
sorted out.
stacking speed from about 5 different mods and all the mods. It's insane what I run at. Oh, I got no, stop it. No, stop it. Okay, so you got what you wanted. Did you pick up the dirt as well with it?
Hmm?
Garden soil. Right, so I actually, before we got off, was I put down So, what I do need is a key. Where's my key? There's my key. Draw key. Right. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna have to move gold to the... No, not gold. Which... Oh, coal. On shards, I want... copper. There we go, copper. Right, so that draw's set right now.
So I'm going around and trying to find the first set of metals. The metal seeds that we have. I've got cobalt and ardite, and I keep falling in the holes where plots used to be. Let's see. So redstone is in this list. Grab those. So, do we have a plan for how we're gonna handle the lineup for the Hopper Hawks?
Yeah, I'm just taking out one of the lights and putting them in the middles at the moment.
Okay, got it.
I've already done the first one.
This is lapis.
Oh, wait, because I used right... Ah, I see. Just a minute.
What are you talking
That
about?
on there. Okay. There's two different ways of me picking up a golem, I've learnt.
Okay.
One... Actually, do you have inventory space for this hopper hawk?
Yeah. All that's here is...
Actually, I can...
Oh, here.
Yeah, don't worry about
Got
the
it.
paper. Let me put... I'm just trying to clear out a little bit of inventory. I should actually be able to take the hopper hawk now, but... Have you gone back down?
What do you mean have I gone back down?
Where are you?
I'm over here, by the shards.
Can you bring an ender pearl to the end, please? Because I fell in the portal. I only literally just clipped it. It must have been a pixel.
Yeah, that's what I
touched
keep
it by.
doing. That's why I'm keeping a stack on me at all times. Here.
I don't have much inventory space.
We should just keep like a chest of ender pearls up against that wall there.
That might be an idea.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Or actually build a staircase. I don't
I
have a
think ender
chest on
pearls
me,
are
so...
faster right now.
Ender pearls work. They're easy to get, and we got plenty.
I need to find a chest though. Okay, ender pearls.
We got amulets of emptiness, haven't we?
Think so?
No, revital, haste, and regeneration. That's not emptiness. Ah, we got vials of emptiness for 6 minutes. Well, I'll drink one of those.
Okay, I'm gonna go set up a chest full of ender pearls.
Emptiness stops mobs spawning around you, so.
That's gonna be pretty useful.
Yes. That's not to say mobs won't run into me and commit suicide
Oh,
with my thorns on my armor.
well, that was a mistake.
But at least reduce the amount of mobs I've got to deal with.
So I'm used to being able to like hold a stack of items and then shift with the stack of items in my hand into the inventory that I'm wanting to move them into, and it moves every item in my inventory of that type into the other inventory. And in this version of the mod that does that, like allows for scrolling items between inventories and stuff, it just throws them on the ground.
Yeah,
So that's fun. I don't think that mod's been maintained by the same person throughout the years. But currently in 1.14, what it does is if you have like a bunch of cobblestone in your inventory, you can hold it in your hand and shift click it into another chest by just holding shift and placing it in there.
I am actually not quite sure you're right about this. So, there's several configuration options in that mod,
Mm-hmm.
but there's also a couple of other mods that are affecting things in the pack.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm saying, I'm not quite sure about how all this is interacting quite.
Right. Like I said, I'm not sure it's that mod specifically, just that
Could you
here
come and put the hop?
it's doing that.
Yeah. Could you come and put the hopper? And also, there's another thing where you can in vanilla. It's actually part of vanilla Minecraft.
Where am I putting it?
Way. The hopper underneath. You're blocking the. There it goes. And I don't have to worry about that so much. Now all I have to do is put some of these in there, and there we go. So that and that, those two drawers are working. And I haven't moved all the crafters up yet. On the note of mods, I was just said that I was cleaning up lag on another server.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way this started was because I found a mod in the pack called Lag Goggles, which is really, really, really nice for identifying exactly what is causing what lag.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's available for 1.10 for putting on Sprout server or anything. It's such a lovely mod. I bet you would have to have I don't know whether it will run okay if whether all players will need to have the client parts installed, but
Right.
it's something we should look into because it's really, really nice. So it profiles and then it highlights in different colors how much time in the tick each literal item is taking, and it can also provide a list.
Yeah, that does sound pretty useful.
So you can look around and you see, oh, that machine is taking twice as a lot. That one's red. That one I need to look at, see if I can figure out a way to improve it. It also has an FPS mode where it will tell you what's using the most, adding the most time to the render.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it does the same thing. For ordinary players, anyone can actually do a profile. For ordinary players, it's limited to 20-second profiles and only around the player.
Okay.
And does a couple of chunks around the player. While if an operator does it, it does the whole server. And then any player can download the profile around them, though. or the whole server if they're an operator. So you can press a button and so if I've profiled it and we're working together, you can press the button and say, give me all the results that's just come up from the last profile that's been run.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair because particularly in modded, lag is a huge issue.
Yeah.
Everybody should really be able to run something like that.
Oh yeah, it's this wonderful little mod. I say we found it and I said, this is awesome the way this works.
Nice.
So yeah, I literally found it and then I went to the server operator and said, have you seen this mod? It's awesome. It does, every time someone profiles, it does obviously
Spike a bit.
interferes with other profiles and adds a little bit to do the profiling. So you don't actually want to have players be spam running it or anything, but
Right, that would be something that's like, hey, if you take advantage of this and start like doing it all the time, we're gonna have issues.
yeah,
Just like use it properly and help the server out a
there
little
isn't
bit.
a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't really a problem. As I say, that last part also limits it around the player.
Right, which
Unless you're an
sounds great
operator.
because then they can help like optimize their base.
Yeah, I mean my base doesn't actually fit in a single profile. I have to do about 3, but still, it's only profiling a couple of chunks. Isn't anywhere near as bad as profiling the whole server anyway.
Right.
It's just really nice. Oh, and if you're an operator, you can also list to tell you what when you do a full profile or any profile, you can get a list of the items.
Okay.
If you're not a player, it'll only list the ones around you. And in order from what's taking the most time to what's taking the least time. What it won't show is if you have lots of items on the ground that they're all adding up. Because it's going to profile them all individually. And
That's
any
kind of
one
fair
item,
given what modded does compared to
well,
vanilla.
also given how the mod works, it doesn't make sense to do that. I mean, if you want to look at that sort of thing, there are other profiling options to do
Right,
it.
and it seems to be more focused towards issues you run into with modded than with vanilla mechanics.
Well, you say that, but one of the things we actually changed out was all the hoppers, because the vanilla hoppers, if they have an item waiting in there, because where it's going to place it is full, was adding quite a lot to the tick.
Yeah, hoppers are really broken. Hoppers are one of the worst things you have to deal with, and it's kind of annoying.
They're fine. They're fine if they're empty, but
They're fine if they're empty and they're not searching for items above them. So, one of the things we have to
okay.
focus on in Capecraft is we have to make sure the top of it's covered. And you want to make sure you're not constantly
we
searching for
weren't
that item above it.
we weren't having a problem on that one.
Try using 10 or 15,000 hoppers for an item transport line.
Oh well, if you're doing that,
Yeah,
every
but they're
hopper's going
just
to add a
using it to
lot more.
transport items. You want to add something on top. To where it's not searching for those items in the area above it, because it does that every single tick. It doesn't run on redstone ticks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would say, is there an item there? But is there an item there should be a very, very, very minor increase in code.
Right, but the problem is
It,
that since
it
it's
should
doing
only
it
be
so
2 lines.
often and it does
It
it
should
for every
literally,
single block.
it should literally be a single if check. So yeah, it will do it. Yeah, and you say, but what adding 1 microsecond to a tick, we're not going to worry about. In fact, there's a
Right.
minimum threshold. The mod actually has a minimum threshold, so it won't even highlight that because 1 microsecond is not really worth it.
It does end up with issues when you have everybody using it for item transportation though. So
Yeah, I can see. Well, yeah, each of those 1 microseconds, you can change the thresholds. Each of those 1 microseconds will add up.
modded's generally
Eventually,
done at a different scale than vanilla, which I've always found weird, and I cannot find these rutile seeds. So in modded, you end up with a more optimized block to go and transfer items along distances, whereas we end up having to use hoppers to transport them.
yeah, we would use some sort of pipes or something.
Right. I know I saw rutile seeds, but I cannot find them now. That's all I've got left on my list for this is rutile. Here's sulfur. That's
Here,
it.
it's over here.
Hold on, I'm getting the
Underneath.
sulfur. But yeah, like we end up using hoppers or water trails or water paths to get it. Okay, sweet. Water, not paths. I need flint. Water tunnels. So like we take flowing water and move the atoms with that, and that ends up being better than hoppers for the most part. But the issue with that is eventually we do end up having to use a group of hoppers to pick that up, and depending on the speed of item flow, we may end up having to use a ton of hoppers.
You know, I might go get a couple more drawers. Do we have any? Not 2x2s.
The other thing is like even though in modded it's a lot easier to dig out massive areas, I myself have never really seen many modded series where people have dug out areas to the scale that I see in vanilla, which is really strange. Does that make any
have,
sense?
but for different reasons.
Yeah,
So
definitely
in
for different
vanilla,
reasons where I've seen things dug out.
in vanilla, you would just dig out an area to act as your build area or whatever.
Kinda? Okay, so I'm currently
In
digging
mod,
out an area in the nether for a wither skeleton farm. But it's a
yeah. Well,
128 block radius.
right. Now, first thing first is I'm not in modded. I can probably optimize my wither skeleton farm that I don't need 128 blocks for.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so that's the first thing first. But also on that, it's not just that I won't need the blocks for it, is where sometimes modded I've seen big areas dug out. The reason I've seen big areas dug out is automatic strip mining.
Mm-hmm. I've
You put
seen
down a
that.
quarry. Yeah, you put down a quarry and just. Now there are a few other options in modded, like what I was doing with what's called a void ore miner.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm currently doing on that other server. That's basically it's a laser. I just need a hole all the way down to the bedrock or into the void,
Yes, I've
and
used it
it
before.
generates ore. Yeah, environmental tech. No, nice thing. I got maxed out once, but so, and I need enough flat area basically to build the multi-block on top, but that's relatively small.
Right.
So, but this is the thing. So another thing that's in that other pack is there's a mod called Root, which
Mm-hmm.
is basically multi-block mob
Specific
farm
mob farms, yeah.
that generates loot. Well, they're not specific. The only thing specific about it is the controller. You just switch out the controller for a different mob.
Well, that's what I mean by specific, is you can tell it to specifically get this mob. Whereas if you
Yeah,
look at vanilla, if you're wanting to do a mob farm, you will get a general spawn thing, or a general spawn. So if it's in the
unless
overworld, you'll get any overworld mob, unless you prevent it
unless
from spawning certain things, like blocking its
yeah, unless
hitbox.
there's yeah, like yeah, blocking spiders. You can do a 1.5 space high and nothing else will spawn, but the spiders and mini mobs.
Getting creepers, you can use trapdoors, but then you also get spiders, so then you put walls in between.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff.
Right.
I didn't know about the creepers and trapdoors, but yeah.
That was
Um,
something that was added in 1.12, I think, or 1.11, one or the other.
but
Creepers are
that's
somewhat
the
shorter
other.
than other mobs now.
But that's the other thing is in modded, if I do want to do a vanilla general mob farm to get all mobs, it's not going to matter anyway because I'm going to auto kill everything and funnel it down or whatever. So it really doesn't matter. I just collect more drops.
Right. And there are generally better ways to do it either way. It's just Like, I'm not just gonna dig this area out and leave it open. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna design the walls of this massive circle and do things in between. Um, and it's so much easier to do it in modded, but I never really see it done. And it's one of the things
No,
I wanted to do in,
because we generally don't. We
right.
generally don't need to.
It's something I wanted to go and do in Sprout, but I keep ending up with issues. Like, I wanted to go and do that, what is it called? I wanted to go and do that arena. That's something that I saw done in vanilla, and I thought it'd be really cool to try and take a modded crack at it, because it's a lot
Yeah.
easier to do in modded. But I ended up with that invisible entity bug that we're running into that was
Well, yeah,
preventing me from consistently summoning mobs.
that's specific to 1.102 Sprout.
Right. Which
I'm pretty sure.
basically like
I'm
made me lose all motivation to
I,
play Sprout at this point.
I'm pretty sure you'll find that that's actually a vanilla bug.
It is a
The
vanilla
thing,
bug, but
the
it's
thing is, modded amplifies it, so you know it's happening.
yeah, it's a vanilla bug, but you never run across it in vanilla.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Well, the chance of you running across it in vanilla is so slim.
Like most things
There's
that you run
quite.
across in modded does end up being based on the vanilla code as far as like how it's set up and what it
Depends.
does. But
It depends. Sometimes not. But
yeah, it's just you don't end up with cases where it ends up happening in vanilla. So, like I remember there was when they first started doing fish mods in 1.8 when we first got guardians, right? Um,
yeah.
like they had fish everywhere in the ocean. They ran into the same problem they had in 1.13. Do you remember the big vanilla problem they had in 1.13 with fish?
No, because I wasn't actually paying much attention to the actual.
Fish were spawning in the water so rapidly that they would then instantly despawn outside of the 120 block range. But in the time that they would have spawned and despawned, they would have tried to path through the water.
And add
And
some nice lag to your server as
yeah,
well.
so they would have spent time trying to path, then instantly despawned, and the server would still have spent those resources trying to path those fish that are now gone.
Yep.
And it just ended up being on this endless cycle.
Well, it would be. It'd be an infinite loop.
So what they ended up doing is mobs will just no longer spawn outside of 128 block range, and rather than them just instantly despawning.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to do it the other way. But they ran into that problem with those older mods too.
Yeah, they modded. Well, that's the thing. We use chunk loaders and stuff to override that the other way.
Right.
I don't
But
know.
it was such a strange bug that nobody really knew what was going on until they started using spectator accounts to look at the water. But the reason it
Yeah.
was such a big deal with fish is because it's the only thing that tried to path in 3D. So it ended up spending a lot more resources to do that on, and the amount of spawning spaces they had outside of that 128 block range was a lot bigger than anything else.
The pathing in 3D shouldn't. I'm wondering how they're doing the pathfinding in vanilla now.
Well, for regular mobs, as far as I'm aware, it's a 2D plane that wraps. If that makes sense.
Well, no, it doesn't make sense because Minecraft doesn't wrap.
Okay, so if a mob was standing here, they would see that they could go this way, but then
Yeah.
when they reached here, they would know that they could jump up, but they know that they can't go to this block. They just wouldn't see that there's
Yeah.
a block there.
Yeah, which is fair.
So if you look at the way a fish would look at
That
this, if the air was water, they would just see every block as a possible pathfinding spot.
yes, but okay. The question is now the pathfinding algorithm and what algorithm they're using.
So how they choose like a location to go to, and what path they choose to get there.
Right, and how many of those blocks they actually look at to figure out what is the optimal path or an optimal enough path.
I don't know enough about that to tell you.
Right, so the naive algorithm is something called Dijkstra's. Now, Dijkstra's algorithm will give you the best result now, but it will check every possible route to that result.
Okay.
This is why you don't actually run that on your maps for your car. It doesn't run Dijkstra's. What it might do now, so there's another one called A star. Now, A star uses a heuristic, and as soon as it's found what it thinks might be the shortest route, by that heuristic, it stops. So it won't route, for example, from here, for me to go all the way up to Scotland and back down for going next door, because it's going to find it a lot quicker. It's going to find
Okay.
another route, and every other route's likely to be longer.
Kind of makes sense.
Now you can adjust this heuristic, so you can actually adjust that heuristic enough that you do run what is equivalent to Dijkstra's algorithm.
Okay.
So that's A star algorithm. Now, but A star obviously sometimes doesn't give you the best route if it thinks it, because as I say, it works on this probabilistic thing now. So a little trick that some of the better sat navs and stuff will do is they will do Dijkstra's out to a certain number of steps, and after that, if you're going further than that, then we run A star for the large amount, and then we might run Dijkstra's at the other end for a certain number of steps to home in on the area. So, for example, going out to the motorway is the most optimal route then. Going in from the motorway becomes the most optimal route, and going along the motorway is likely to be optimal anyway.
Simply because you're not going to be able to go through all of the side roads to get there.
A star's not going to then try and even run all the side roads.
Right. That kind of makes sense. Particularly, for example, here in the
might
US,
run
if
a
you're going
couple,
across state.
Right, so for large areas from states, yeah, well, even in maps, you don't want to be running Dijkstra's over large amounts of data. But you can run A star just fine because A star has these constraints on it. So, as I say, 3D to 2D doesn't matter because in either case, we're talking about a graph. It's just that 3D, you just get more nodes in that graph. It's how many nodes we end up looking at in that graph.
Okay,
So
I may have misunderstood what was being said then, and it may have just been that they had so many more spaces to spawn in the water, they were spawning and despawning a lot more often than a regular mob. Either that...
Well, no, it might be the Pathfinder, and they might be running Dijkstra's over a fairly large amount, in which case I would then be questioning that they might need to optimize the pathfinding a little bit, because
well, I know
there is a solution here.
I know that Mojang currently has a position open for an AI developer because their AI is horrible.
Okay, so AI, well, it's a scripted AI anyway.
Right, but like they always mess up as far as like getting things to work together and as they want it to, and it ends up breaking in some way in the snapshots horribly.
Yeah, that probably doesn't surprise me.
How are we going to deal with the mycelium? Do we have some sort of seed we can use to plant those? I don't have silk touch.
Right, well, we can get silk touch fairly easy.
I just don't want to break those plants and not be able to place them again.
But we might even have some mycelium left over. Yeah, we've got 8 mycelium here, so you could just take the 8 and let it spread to a full 16, or just take a couple.
A couple what?
There's a couple of mycelium in this chest.
Oh.
There are ways of making mycelium, yes, but we don't need.
Oh, is it these infestation spores?
That's one way. There's a couple of other ways. But what I would do is just take a couple of the mycelium that's in the chest, Say, take half that, plant it down, plant some dirt next to it, and just let it spread across the dirt.
Okay.
However, the thing with the mycelium is we need to make sure there's the break there at all times.
What do you mean?
Well, you don't want it to spread to anywhere. Oh wait, garden soil won't matter.
Yeah, it's all
but,
garden soil.
It's not all garden soil. There's some plants that aren't.
I've got to find.
I don't think we got to any of those plants yet, but I'm pretty sure the flowers for that aren't. Are they? Oh, they can't. Oh, their untilled garden soil is. It was valid in the end. Okay. Yes, there's some things that are on untilled garden soil.
Will that
That's
transfer
okay.
mycelium? I didn't think it would.
No, it probably won't. That's what I'm just looking. I knew by default you usually use untilled dirt. I didn't know. I couldn't remember untilled garden soil was a thing in the pack.
Do we
I think it's
need
garden soil's a thing in this pack for use garden soil.
3 mycelium plots? Or 4? Or is it only 2?
It's two. Brain mushrooms and
Yeah,
the
because we're not moving the
mushrooms.
vishrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's only two.
Only needed to bring a fourth of what we had. Nice.
Oh,
Fun.
I was planning on making drawers and I still haven't yet.
Good job, Ewan.
I was thinking, right, I wanted to make 6 plank and 4 things, right.
I was actually accomplishing things while we were talking, but to be fair, you were the one mostly talking. So.
Yes, and I was also concentrating on what I was saying to make sure I got it right.
That's true. Hello, whoa!
Some of
Not
it
there.
was quite technical about how pathfinding works. I mean, we will be going through pathfinding at some point.
We did. Oh my gosh, what was it? It wasn't pathfinding. We were doing it over like a router scenario. You had chosen that like bridge example. I don't remember what it was specifically called though.
I went into the bridges of St. Petersburg. No, yeah, possibly. Problem.
Sorry, this is a private server. It's currently hosted at home on one of my spare servers. And Regrowth isn't particularly meant for large multiplayer, so
No, unfortunately not.
yeah.
I mean, it can be done.
Can be
Oh,
done,
well,
just not here at the moment. What is Regrowth anyways? Regrowth is a quite old mod pack. That's a collection of mods, as a mod pack is, that is designed for like reclaiming the world. You kind of start with very minimal resources, basically just like these burnt trees and dead grass.
there's
And
cracked
then you have
sand
to build up
everywhere.
from there. Yeah, and cracked sand
Oh,
everywhere.
I mean, the idea is you terraform the world.
Yep.
But, we haven't actually done much of the actual terraforming part, but hey.
No, we've just been kind of going with the flow.
We've been building. We are at a stage where we can do that now. There is that. So
Yes, that is true.
it's just we haven't been doing that.
Also, these 2 spots are going to be the mushrooms, by the way. You can't tell. I think it's kind of obvious, though.
Yeah, because of my mycelium in there.
Yep.
Do we have a watering can or something, don't we?
I have no idea.
No, we don't. Not in this.
I really don't know. I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
No, what? No, sprinklers. Agricraft sprinklers, they spread the mycelium quicker.
Those are a pain to set up, though.
Not really, if I just want to set up a couple for spreading. I'm actually going to go grab a couple and do it quickly.
Oh, look, one of them spread. Beautiful.
Yeah, but It's only spread once, by the time I get.
By the time it'll
other
get
thing,
done, it'll be the end of stream.
well, the other thing I can do is actually, that's what I'll do. Turn that off. Grab some sugar.
I miss middle click. It's not a thing in this version.
I have buckets on me, good. Bucket of lava. I think these will work too.
Are you gonna put lava in the sprinkler?
No, I'm not going to bring sprinkler. This works, this will be even faster.
Okay, so I've got most of those moved over. Or not. I seem to have skipped a step. Hold on. What did I do? Oh yeah, I was gonna do the soul seeds next. Gonna skip that. And I've skipped that whole layer. Awesome. Okay, so red mushroom, brown mushroom, pumpkin, melon, sugarcane, carrot, potato, wheat,
No,
netherwort,
that does.
cactus.
Okay, apparently that doesn't spread the mycelium. It's doing stuff, it's not spreading the mycelium.
Nope. I love how this one hasn't spread at all, but this one's spread by 3 blocks.
Yeah, oh, it's just the random ticks. This is part of why I was trying to get it to run faster because.
Okay, so
It
now I
is worth
need
a
the
try. In fact,
flowers.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this lot down here at the right. Take it back up later.
This is a wall. Let's go this way. Also, I'm gonna have to do that, like, recharging ritual.
Because you've used that lot. I
Not
believe
all
it's
of
just a
it,
potion.
but most of it.
I think it's just potion of regeneration.
It is, and I still have mine, so.
I still got mine too.
It's just, I
I've
was
not
wanting to
used
set
it.
it up to where it's permanent, so we can just kind of walk over and use it, since it's such a low cost. Does that make sense? So I was thinking about, like, setting it up off to the left of our, like, forest here.
Okay, so we need another hopper hop down now, but that's fine.
Do you see what I'm saying?
If, yeah, possibly. It needs to be close enough to the altar.
Well, I was gonna build a platform off to the left of where the forest is, and build the circle there and start the ritual.
Okay.
Because it's such a low constant cost to have, and then if we do need that 45 per tick, then we can disable it and just start it back up.
The ritual isn't constant, I don't think. I think it charges you up and then
Ah,
you have
okay.
to start again. So once you're charged up, it plays stops. What? Oh, no, you blew up stuff over here too. Where's the anvil gone?
I think the anvil blew up.
Why? What did you do?
I ate a creeper heart.
You need to make us a new anvil.
Anvil. The blacksmith's anvil?
Sounds like it.
Okay, burnt brick.
There would have. You also blew up on the tanks. I think. I think there was stuff in the tank. Yeah.
Find stuff.
This. I don't know. Well, XP to run the. Not sure. Oh wait, there was also orange bee stuff around. Yeah, you took out a lot of fairly expensive resources.
Orange bee stuff?
Yeah, stuff you put in the feeder. Orange fish food.
Ooh.
Not bee stuff, fish stuff. Fish feed.
Do we still have
Why
our
do I
vat?
put everything? I'm stood on it right here.
Oh. Okay. Like, wait a second, where is it? Bucket. How do you empty a vat?
Yeah, empty it.
Yeah, but a bucket's not working.
How much is in there? That'll work.
It was like
I was
3
thinking.
buckets of water and a quicklime.
I'm sure about the quicklime. The water you could have probably got rid of by just sticking lava in with it. But I don't know about. Oh, my emptiness has run out.
Your emptiness? Oh. I'm like, wait a second. How does emptiness run out? I'm like, wait, the potion effect.
Potion effect that stops the mobs spawning all around here. All the knights and stuff all over the place.
Somehow, I have 16 extra crop sticks, but I don't have extra seeds. So I don't know what's up on that front.
And neither do I. When you get to potatoes, by the way,
Potatoes removed.
where have we moved it? Okay, it's just we get poisonous potatoes as well. The draw's a bit of a problem for those. Oh, I'll sort something out.
Yeah, I kind of did that first thing with the vanilla crops.
Oh yeah, I've got one more. I'm gonna need more golems soon.
Oh, making burnt bricks.
Do you want to start looking into how to make more golems?
Golem. Are we just making straw golems?
Yes, just straw. But you
All I see
also
is that
want
you
to.
give them a thinking cap.
You want the harvest core. So it'll be in the Thorncroft book. Thornomicon. Da-da-da-dam. So straw golem is hay bow into humanus, motus, and spiritus, 4 of each in the crucible. The harvest core is a blank core into Messis and Mito, and the blank core is 4 bricks round Nitor. And I think Nitor's the one that's mostly the pain to make. That's also in the Crucible.
Okay, so rotten flesh for the humanist, probably?
Yeah, I think that's what
How
I
many
was
golems
using.
do you need?
Oh, we need quite a few, but what I would... Mov,
Hmm.
you know how to get the crystals out?
No?
So, if you come up here a moment...
Is it that weird thing that you stick on top of the things?
Well, I would actually take the jar and put the jar underneath because it's here. And it'll automatically outputs into this chest.
Okay.
Okay? Once you've counted out as many as you need...
Break the jar.
Yeah, it will create one more, so you wait for it to be in the thing waiting. The reason I say move it is because this will actually feed off the essentia of the nodes underneath and make it go faster.
Got it.
You just take the jar you want. So where's Humanist? Humanist is here, for example. Right, so you see it come up. It'll spin around a bit, it'll get faster and faster, and you'll hear it go in. There it goes.
So how
Just
many do you
moving.
want me to make?
Well, you need 4 per golem.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say empty that, make 10.
Okay.
But then we can just smelt up and put some more rotten flesh in here to get some more when you're done.
Well, I've got some rotten flesh on me. I'll just start
Yeah.
that up. Will you stick it in this jar
Well,
while it's going?
no, because he's not linked to that. He's only linked to the ones by the things.
Ah.
It's not that he can't, it's that I would have to go and link him with the Golem Master's belt, so there's a jar over there. But also, this way. This way's quite good because that keeps them all.
You
Keeps them
have
all.
the... Nope, okay.
It means you know that you're not going to end up doing one of 40 if you just empty the jar. And worth. What were you trying to ask me? Do I have?
The wheat.
Oh.
But then I saw that it was still back here, so...
Yeah. All I'm doing is taking golems and the things. I'm not taking the drawers. I've made. Oh, I shift clicked. So, if I shift click, it picks up the golem and the seal separately, the harvest core.
Mm-hmm.
If I just left click with the golem spell, it just picks up the golem.
As far as picking up the
With the
rotten
core
potatoes,
attached.
could you
Yeah.
just put another container next to it or somewhere around it that picked them up?
Yes, but I'd have to lock it to the rotten potatoes. That's
Hmm.
and it has to actually be next to it too.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You could just put it next to it on where the path is, but we'd have to be able to access it from above. That would be the only thing.
Well, you can't access drawers from above quite like that either. Don't
What's
worry
a
about it.
container that is voidable that we can access from above?
I say, don't worry about it just yet. Let me just sort.
6 minutes left. Lots
So
of trash.
now I'm not sure you can for the battles either. I could actually set up another hopper hole nearby. That would also work, possibly, as long as it's within range. Yeah, you put the potatoes on the edge. So what I would suggest we do is we just set up a hopper hole in a drawer just outside the area that just is set up for the poisonous potatoes.
Okay.
As long as the hopper hole's in range, it's going to work, isn't it? So. And I haven't put any void upgrades on these yet.
So we only have 28 modus.
Okay, so you need to make more motors. I think trapdoors, possibly. Pistons. Don't know about ordinary doors.
Yep, so trapdoors, auto assemblers, node, stabilizers, magic hourglass, or wooden engines. Trapdoors are probably easiest. I can really talk today. It's amazing, right?
Yeah, you're doing wonderful at the English.
It's like every other word I say, I'm absolutely butchering.
What? What is your native language again?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
I said I was feeling better this morning, but I swear I'm just not able to talk today.
Considering I've got a slight headache.
Wonder if it's because I keep breaking English. We are out of fire essence. In the drawer for that, so I need to grab some. Perfect. See, that's one thing having like a proper item transport system would really help with, is just like having areas we can go to pick up lava.
Yeah, well, you can just pull a bucket out of the thing that's right next to you.
Right, but it was out of fire essence.
No, not out of that. By the Stormcraft area,
Oh, yeah, I
there's
keep
the
forgetting about
Everburn.
that. It's new.
Just right click on the Everburn urn and fire from the
I keep forgetting about it.
water here and fire here. Over in that one.
Okay, so he has something in his jar, right?
Oh wait, he does. What does he have?
There's no
Motors.
symbol on it.
No, there won't be, but it's probably motors. Well, your motors is up here. He doesn't
Oh yeah,
know
that
to
makes
go up
sense.
there. So if I move this back down to the line for a moment, there he goes and fills it all up in the jar.
Like, wait,
and
he has
puts a
something in
whole
his
load
jar,
in.
but he's not putting it away. Awesome.
Now, if there are too many gaps to where, so it's connected at the ends. Not. So basically, it has to be a jar linked to another jar in the line.
Okay. To make sure you
So,
don't make like a gap, like here and here.
well, it's connected to the ends, so it can be. So it's coming in from the ends. But for example, if I have two gaps like that, it's not going to be able to get to the middle one.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
It's coming in from the ends of each line.
What
It's
if you
currently
take
set
this
up.
one?
Well, he can still reach all these from this one. So he's connected to this one,
Oh, I
this one,
see. Okay.
this one, this one,
This one and
this
this one.
one, and
Okay.
this one. So as long as it's in a straight line from one of those, he's fine.
I think he's done moving the modus. But I can't tell.
Well, if there's still some motes in the purple, that can create some more.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah, that's the stuff you've currently got in there that's being distilled still. So I think he's pretty much done now because it's finished distilling, so he's just going to stop and wait.
There we go.
I do like the golems doing that. I'm actually slightly upset that they've took that out of the newer version.
The drawer or the jar sorting.
Yeah, the golems doing it automatically for you.
Ah.
The pipes are supposed to work better, but I haven't figured them all out yet. So the problem with the pipes is if you get two different essences currently in connected pipes, it jams it all up.
Okay. So you've
Okay.
got to put some logic behind it.
Yeah, there's logic and stuff. You can do it with valves and stuff, and there's some automated stuff to automatically do it. So there's buffers and stuff in the new version for automatically handling that. I haven't worked all that out yet, no.
Yeah, to me the golems seem to be a really good way of doing it.
The golem, well, the reason they don't like the golems is because it's pretty much set and forget.
Ah, got it.
It requires absolutely really no thought to doing it. Once you get to the golems, once you get to make a golem and the core to do it, the empty core I think it is, you just set it up. But also the way the golems work is a little different in the new version. There wouldn't be a single core in the golems in the version if it would do it. Right.
Spiritus. Let's go. Again, we need more. Okay. So soul
That's that
sand,
done.
blast furnace brick. We could do wither skulls or skeleton, zombie, or creeper skulls. We get more from those.
Get more what?
Spiritus.
Oh.
I think that may be easier to get, to be honest.
Oh, then we
Given we
used up a
have...
lot of the essence.
Well,
That's
we only
fine.
need a little bit.
Okay.
And we have 512 essence of wither.
Okay, well that works. If you
So
want
I
to do
don't think that's
this.
going to be an issue. One of the nice
I'm
things
just gonna
about
say it's,
automatically harvesting this stuff.
well, yeah, but I've turned off all the automatic. That's the problem. I don't know how much was.
Okay, so I've made 8 skulls out of a single stack. Those 8 skulls are going to get us more than we probably need for this. 8 times 4 gonna give us 32.
Okay, so
We
your
have 28.
mycelium's almost done. What's going to go in these fields in between that you left blank?
I did not mean to leave them blank,
Okay.
but I was just gonna place the flowers there.
The which flowers?
So we have the orange tulip, the pink tulip, the red tulip, and the white tulip that I was gonna put there.
Okay, so you were doing those ones. Yeah, they need untilled soil and you've already tilled it.
Ouch. Well, like I said, I didn't mean to leave it open. So, I ended up tilling it when I just placed it, just because.
Well, I'm just wondering, is there... Put the witchery ones in there?
Witchery ones. I don't have that sorted out. So that would be Mandrake, Wolfsbane, Garlic,
Yeah, those three.
Belladonna,
Belladonna. Those
Snowbell.
four would probably be the snowballs also, but that can go further on down because that one needs water. It needs special tilling
Water
on dirt,
artichoke as well? Is that?
I think. Oh no, water artichoke is the one that needs special tilling.
Yeah, water artichoke is the one it needs the specific water ones. But that's witchery, right?
Yeah, those are all witchery that we listed out.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 6 witchery.
Hold on, I'm gonna sort out the ones I've done so far.
Basically, we want 4 that are untilled soil that you can put in this gap.
So I still have cotton, barley. Do you want to do cotton, barley, and garlic? And then do mandrake, wolfsbane, belladonna, and snowbell, and another one. And then water artichoke later
We
on?
have we have cotton down here already.
Dang it, okay. I thought I hadn't done that one yet.
Oh, the candler you haven't done. You can bring that one down.
Yes, I have that one in the list. So we could do...
Candler doesn't go with anything else, so you can put that anywhere. Really.
Okay, so we could do barley, candelilla, garlic, water artichoke. And then on the one
Well,
after...
I won't do the water. So you've got a gap of 4 here, and the water artichoke needs special tilling on soil.
Mm-hmm.
So we
But
don't
that
want it.
special
You
tilling's
already.
just another till.
Yeah, but it needs to be on. It's not on garden soil. It's on ordinary dirt as well.
I would not be entirely opposed to just mining that out and placing it again, though.
Okay. You know what I'm saying is, what could we put in that gap that we already?
Well, all we have left is those 4 that I just listed. Orange tulip, pink tulip, red tulip, white tulip, allium, dandelion, blue orchid, daisy, poppy, and mandrake, wolfsbane, belladonna, and snowbell. And I was trying to keep some of the witchery stuff together.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. So ender, you didn't list. The ender seeds, I suppose we can because ender is not the same as the other mob essences.
That's true. I do have those listed with the mob essences. I have ender, wither, ghast, blaze, slime, creeper, spider, and skeleton. These are kind of the
Right.
general like plants that I'm trying to get through right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well, this is what I'm saying. Ender is more closer to a general plant to make ender pearls.
Okay.
So I'm thinking barley, ender, candela.
Then we move water artichokes somewhere else.
Well, we haven't. I haven't even touched any of the, witchery ones there.
No, we haven't moved them yet.
No, but I didn't list them. I listed 3. I need 1 more basically.
The barley, candelilla, garlic.
dye. Why not dye?
Sure. I have that listed as dye, experience, nature, essence, and nether at the moment.
Oh, I suppose Oh yeah, nature, experience, and dye. Yeah, that does make sense.
As well as
Nether.
nether, because again, it's not really like a mob specific thing. It's just like general stuff. But yeah, ender kind of fits into that group too.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say, yeah, just pick 2 out of that group of ender, dye, experience,
Well, they need to be split
nature,
up into
and
4s anyway.
essence.
So we've got barley, candelilla,
And
dye,
nether.
and ender. And then we've got experience, nature, essence, and nether. So that's 2 groups of 4.
Right.
That works.
Okay, so put one of those groups of 4 into the. Middle 4 then.
Let's do the
A little
first
bit
one.
easier.
So barley, candelilla, dye, and ender, since it's got the barley and candelilla with the other plants.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because barley and candela is 2 different stuff. Alright. You already got the candela, haven't you?
No.
I haven't dug it up yet. Okay.
Nope, it's still over there. I'm still trying to make the golems. I'm working
Okay.
on refining the spiritus.
That's fine. I sort of let you do that because I've already done a load and it's good learning experience.
Yeah, I've never really gotten into Thumbcraft before. It's one of the reasons why I really do want to do modded, but I've never gone too far into it. I'd much rather, for some stupid reason, spend 6 hours digging out a massive hole. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm just broken that way, I guess.
So yeah, that's why I'll let you. Remember, we also need harvest animation course as well. So you might want to look into.
Okay, harvest animation. Oh, I have to look in the book. Okay.
Yeah, you probably have to be in the book
I
again.
need scribing tools and paper to get this research note. No.
You don't have it? Ah, I'm
No, I
surprised you
don't.
don't have it. Are you sure it's not in the drawer? Is there one in that you could duplicate that's in Heek's
Geeks
drawer?
drawer. Let me see.
I'm
Golem's
very
workbench.
surprised
Oh, it is in my drawer.
it is in your drawer. Okay, I'm going to say I probably made you one.
Okay, I can't learn Golem's workbench though. There's required knowledge for it. Okay,
What does it
let's see.
require? I'm looking at.
I don't know.
It's not the workbench you want, it's the
Yeah,
harvest
it's just that
workbench.
was in the
But
chest
it's,
too, so I figured just in case.
yeah,
So 10
okay,
cores as well.
possibly. Da-da-da. So I was dealing with some mobs. Draw golems. Golem call gather, then golem call harvest. Straw golem gather and harvest. And the workbench, the fetter. Workbench is elsewhere then. Okay. Golem's workbench, where are we? What's that? Golem's workbench is enchanted paper, which is on the auto magi tab.
Okay, so we're out of messes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it gives me. That one I
I'm
already
doing
put
wheat.
on.
It's basically just like any vanilla crop.
Okay. Oh wait, yeah, it's harvest. Oh yeah, yeah. Wheat works. Don't think sugar does. No, does it?
No, so it's wheat, pumpkin pie, barley, carrot, poisonous potato, pumpkin, melon, hay bales, barley flour, seed analyzer, agricultural journal.
Okay,
No idea
so
what's up with the agricultural journal and seed analyzer, but whatever.
well, they're plant stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know either.
These things happen.
Meadow. Messis is crop. Meadow is harvest.
Yeah. So meadow harvest, yeah, you want hose or something, don't you?
hose or sprinklers?
I think there's some other things that might be easier to make, but I think I'll do some
Those are the
hose.
only two I know at the moment.
Meta. It's just on I've scanned. So. Shears work as well.
I might do shears.
Yeah.
Seems to be easier to make out of the two.
Yeah.
Gotta figure out how much
Scan
we
some
have
shears.
though. Here we go. How much do we need? 5 again. Okay, so we're gonna need 50.
Each shears gives you 3.
Okay, so I'm assuming not mana steel shears.
No, those work too, but I wouldn't because they're more expensive than iron shears, and you get the same amount. So
That's kind of disappointing. You think mana steel shears, oh, this is an even better farming instrument.
I'm gonna say it does work technically. Not much point is the more the case.
Oh, you can't scan
So
something if you haven't crafted it yet.
no,
No,
you
like if I
can't.
just have it in the crafting table, I can't scan it.
Nope.
That's weird, but okay.
You need it crafted. You need the actual item.
Disappointing.
Down's the actual item.
So I get 3 per shear. And I need 30 more, so I probably need like 10 shears.
I'm just checking something. Is it? Well, that's 24th. Might be 25th. Okay. Well, there's been no announcement that he's gone live, so I guess he's going to do that tomorrow. This is our lawful masses guys actually on a bit of a road trip around Europe.
Ah, nice.
But the problem is then the streams are all over the place.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be a bit annoying.
I missed Wednesday's stream. It was still on Wednesday. I didn't think. He's currently in the UK, so it's going to be much earlier. It's not going to actually be after midnight my time.
Nice.
Now, he might be out of the UK by now, because, as I say, road trip across Europe. So, yeah, his girlfriend was living in Scotland and is moving to Luxembourg. So, they're going on a bit of a road trip. Take all her stuff on the truck. So, he did a video of him learning all the UK street signs for driving.
Nice.
It's like, let's see how many of these you can just get from the picture. You got most of them. I mean, the only one which I'm not surprised was the national speed limit applies one, and that's because that's the only really major one that he was totally didn't know. I'm guessing that was because, well, it's a very odd sign. It's literally just a white sign with a black diagonal through it, going from top left to bottom right. It's a white circle with a black diagonal and a black border.
Okay.
And it means national speed limit applies, which means you also need to know the national speed limits.
Nice.
Well, it depends on what type of road you're on. That's relatively easy to learn if you want to. But we also have different wording for some of our road types to you Americans, so you then have to explain that. So we have single carriageway, dual carriageway, with division, without division, lots of things.
Oh, I have figured out why you're gonna kill me.
Oh,
I destroyed the 10-10-10 netherwort seeds.
Okay, so this isn't quite as bad as you think, because we should have 2 of them.
I spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out why the netherwort seeds I had in my inventory would not go in the netherwort chest. And then I just destroyed them because it's like, I don't need netherwort, I've already planted everything I had. And then you remember me asking, hey, why do I have 16 crop sticks in my inventory? I'm like, wait, why do I have 16 soul sand? Wait a second, did I plant that netherwort?
No. Right, so can you plant the soul sand back in one of these and put the pop sticks down, please?
You want me to plant it back over here?
Yeah, just put the nether. Yeah, here will do. One of these doesn't really matter.
Or are you gonna
You
use
don't. Bone meal. Oh yes.
no, not bone
Yeah.
meal. Are you gonna spread them or are you going to use
I'm
yeah,
going to use
okay.
the thing because the spreading them will randomize the. You want 2 of these crop sticks back?
Oh, I just crafted it from a stack of sticks I had in my inventory, but sure. I ended up losing or I think I burned the 16 that I had. I'm like, oh, my inventory is filling up. I need to get rid of junk. I had no idea where they came from.
Junk. Right, so where's the clippers? Thank you. So, this is why we keep a couple in the chest.
Because Mob's an idiot.
Well, because these mistakes happen. So,
Well, now I've thrown a golem into the crucible instead of a hay bale.
just
So we
so
have
2
8
hay bales.
golems instead of
Throw an extra hay bale into it. You probably
yep.
just put enough. You just probably put enough of all the other stuff into it from a golem.
Okay, so I got the golem back, but I've still lost a golem.
Okay.
So
Well, we got most of the bones. So an extra hay bale didn't work.
well, yeah, I got one back, but there's not enough of the other components for another golem.
Okay.
Because it didn't break the golem down into what's required to craft it. It broke it down into other stuff.
Yeah, I don't know whether it did or didn't. That's most things. It is what's required. Right. So we have plenty of netherwort now sorted. I have 22 netherwort now. 10 netherwort. Right. There we go. I don't need the bone meal.
$49. Perfect. I need one more shear.
Problem is, it can break down in the if it's currently in the thing.
Yeah, it is all breaking down.
Yeah, you want to be quick when you do that. Right, so we now have another field of netherwort we can move at some point. Shall we hold off on the netherwort to make sure we do it okay?
Probably.
I don't
Okay,
begrudge you that
I'm
it looks
making
like
the meadow, by the way. The meadow crystals. Where do you want me to
okay.
store these straw golems?
How many are they stacked in your
No. I
okay,
have
just
8.
put them in this chest. So you're making the meadow.
And I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with this crucible. Because it's overflowing now.
Don't worry about them.
Okay.
Seriously, just let it overflow. But it will just break down and overflow. And this here is
We'll clean
pumping
up
up
the
and down.
flux.
It's cleaning up the floods. It already is.
Perfect. So I just have to wait for everything to come out of it, and then I can
Yeah,
start making the next
basically.
stuff. Okay.
Well, you can actually start making it before that, but better to wait. The flux might spread a little bit, but it will clean up fairly quickly.
Cool.
This is
Is
here because
that...
it does.
I have no idea what
Again,
that's supposed to be. It looks like some sort of clear plastic robot. I don't know. But thank you. Good morning, Nessa. Welcome to the stream.
Nessa's here.
Yes, she is.
Why
And now we
Nessa
have a
has a
diamond
pink?
pickaxe. I need to make an actual, like, proper matic, by the way.
You mean like the Elementium one I've got in my inventory?
I just still have a flint one.
That's sad. This is one set.
And it
Hang
is
on.
still the 10-year anniversary. Hey, I can actually see the lasers right now. What is this?
Yeah, I can see them at the moment.
Hmm.
Now a couple aren't the right colour.
Are they all supposed to be green?
No. Well, actually, at the moment it might. No, at the moment, yes. It should be green because this is using sun, and that uses green.
Hmm.
That uses the Earth thing.
You think with how long 1.7 was
But
a
I'm
modding
not seeing.
platform? Be thick.
That said, I'm not seeing the one between there and there that I should be seeing.
This seems like a really weird bug.
Yeah. If you actually pull out some stuff out of here, that one should go orange. Technically, this end one's not needed.
Yep, it went orange.
Now, the reason the others didn't change is because more green's going through than orange. Also, when you're using the Infernal Furnace, it goes orange.
Nice. Okay, so this one seems to be almost done.
Right, I was going to go get the candle, wasn't I? Where is the candle down here?
Far left. That way. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's a
thought I
really
couldn't
weird
remember
looking
this.
thing.
No, I was like, I don't remember this one being Candela. I remember it being Earth. Oh wait, no, I swapped the Earth back to the backside.
Yep, Earth is right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I came over here looking for. I'm like, I think Earth is over here, and it's like, I don't even know what this plant is.
No, I moved the Earth and stuff so I could have this straw golem. Harvesting all four of
Okay.
those.
That makes sense.
Time. So, that was when I put the golems in. I know when I did it.
We'll
But
be
I
right
literally
back.
just swapped the two behind to. I swapped two fills over. They're actually still connected to the same drawers as well. It's literally because I just swapped them on the drawers there.
Why do I keep breaking the essential crystallizer instead of the jar?
Because you're hitting too high.
Probably. I'm just trying to figure out why I'm not learning from my mistakes.
Well, that one I can't help you too much about.
Okay,
You can
I need to press G.
you can plant up those mushrooms now, by the way.
Oh, now I need to make Nitor, whatever.
Yes, I was thinking you might need. I did say you need that. Nitro and bricks. Nitro's not too hard.
Okay, so it's Lux, Ignis, and Potentia.
Potentia can come from charcoal or coal.
Yeah, but now I have to go through the whole process of like crystallizing those and
And
yeah.
Ignis can as well.
So
Yeah, that's up to you. Lux, torches,
coal, I
or
get 2
glowstone.
Ignis from charcoal.
You get 2 from charcoal and 2 from coal, they're the same. And you also get 2 potentia from each.
And I need 3 for 1 Lux, or for 1 Nitor.
Yes,
So for
so
Lux,
the minimum is 3 coal to make 6, which will allow you to make 2 nitro.
but then I'm trying to, so then I could use a torch to make, I could use 3 torches to make a Lux. Or
Wait, if
3
you
torches to
right,
make 3 Lux. So it'd
yes,
be 2,
6. If you get 3 coal
3 coal,
and 6
and
torches,
6 torches. Yes. Okay.
that will, and then you put glowstone in, I think, to make the nitro, don't you? For the,
Yes.
yeah, and that will make 2 nitro.
So now I don't have to wait for it to sit here and crystallize. Beautiful.
Oh, I got a torn page from Witchery. Okay. No, I
What is
don't want to
that?
slow that one out.
Is that a coffee? Do you want me to go
What?
to sleep? Nessa's putting like icons in chat.
Well, coffee isn't coffee's not so you go to sleep.
Coffee knocks me
Coffee.
out.
How? How does caffeine
I
not?
don't know. No, coffee does. Caffeine actually calms me down, but coffee will put me to sleep.
Coffee is mostly caffeine.
Yes. So if caffeine calms
Because
me down, coffee, which is highly caffeinated, will put me to
how
sleep.
how does caffeine calm you down? It's a stimulant, mate.
Because I have very, very bad ADHD.
It's still a stimulant.
Yes, it is. And if your body is naturally stimulated because you have ADHD.
I know what that's like.
Yes, but if I have 1 cup of coffee, I will actually just pass out. I won't
I
be able to
mainline
do
tea.
anything. I have
I
yet to
mainline
try tea, actually.
You've never tried a good cup of British tea?
The only
Oh
tea I've
dear.
ever tried was this absolutely disgusting, like, fruit tea that my friend got me to try.
Green teas. Oh, green
And
teas
it
from one of
made
the
me want to
Eve.
gag because it was like, it tasted
Green
like,
teas.
no, it wasn't green
Green.
tea. It was like some
Well, no,
sort
no,
of strawberry or something.
Oh no, we call them green teas. But yeah, it's a fruit tea. There are quite a few, and you can match. They can be quite nice, but you've got to do them right. So you've got to know what you're getting and do it right.
It tasted like distilled strawberry juice.
Yeah. Yeah. It can do. Should be quite hot as well. You're supposed to sip it. You're not supposed to just mean like that. Yeah, you're supposed to sip any tea. No, that's not proper tea. Now you need proper black tea.
Yeah, I've never tried tea before. Gotta love the fruity teas, not the chemical ones though. Yeah, it literally just tasted like, if you know, like strawberry flavored cold medicine, it had that kind of bite to it.
Ooh, they didn't make it very well then.
No. Okay, so it's 2 coal and 6 torches. Oh, I need glowstone. Right?
2 coal, 6 torches, and 2 then 2 glowstone, and voila,
Okay.
2 niter. So you probably want more than that, but that's the
Yeah, I have
multi
a stack of each item, so.
That's the ratio. That's the ratio for.
Yeah, I've just never really gotten into tea because of that. Not only that, I don't know how it's going to affect me because of how coffee does. Um, so I just haven't really done anything with it.
He doesn't have. Depends on. What I would actually recommend on that is I would actually recommend trying it sometime. But what I suggest doing is getting a half decent black tea bag, if you can, British import rather than the stuff they
Made in the
sell in the
US.
US.
Yeah.
Only because well, tea bags is the cheapest way of making tea, and a lot will swear by proper strainers and stuff. The British are quite well aware of you can do tea bags well. You don't need to go full strainer. So here in Britain, everyone uses tea bags, but then our tea bags are half reasonably made.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's not. The problem with tea bags in the US that's US made is they'll put the worst quality tea leaves into the tea bags, basically.
See.
All the offcuts of the tea leaves. If you don't do that, a tea bag is no different from using a strainer, really. At the end of the day, you just be able to seep it for longer. The way a British will do tea these days is tea bags into a teapot, but do it properly. But just in a cup works. So you just throw the tea bag into a cup, pour in hot water, and you leave it for a good couple of minutes. 5 minutes or longer is quite good.
Okay.
Then you take a teaspoon or if it's got a dunk thing on the tea bag, you can use that, but that would be a more expensive tea. So most we don't have that. So you just take a teaspoon, and squeeze the tea bag against the side of the cup to squeeze out any water that's still in the tea bag, because that's going to be the strongest stuff. So you start with tea bag a little bit, squeeze it out, take the tea bag out, and stir it a bit more. And then you decide whether you want to put milk and sugar in it or not.
Okay. Do we have bricks anywhere?
Possibly not. We
I
can make
used
some. It's
like
only
12 to make those current ones over
thing.
there.
Well, we got nether bricks, but you need ordinary bricks.
Yes.
Do we have clay?
Tea does not really have the same effect as coffee. Yeah, I
No,
could
it
see that.
doesn't. No, it doesn't, but it can have a more calming effect in some people. So, but anyway,
What is
tea
used to make?
technically actually has. Tea can actually end up having more caffeine in it. It's quite surprising.
Yeah, I knew that. That's one of the reasons why I've been a little bit wary about it. So the issue is that I
Well, you
use.
have things. You have sometimes now. You have lots of caffeine in things like Red Bull and stuff, don't you?
Right. But I end up taking it throughout the day over like 12 or 14 hours.
Well, yeah,
Currently
that's
drinking an energy drink.
yeah. Well, that's basically how we drink tea. I mean, we'll have you sip it over an hour or two, and then you go make another cup, nice hot cuppa, and you sip that over an hour or two.
It's just for
If you're going
whatever
to drink it all day.
reason, if I drink a single cup of coffee, I will be out for like 8 hours with just like a horrible sleep.
Yeah, which is a little weird. But that might be actually because it's less caffeine than your energy drink.
Maybe. I haven't been on energy drinks for too long, maybe like 2 years. Before then, it was just like regular soda. So I don't know.
Well, if that's Coke again, that's got quite a lot of caffeine in it in comparison.
12 milligrams per like 8 ounces compared to like 92
Uh,
milligrams and 16 ounces.
yeah, but it's also how quickly you drink through it.
Yeah, I can
So,
drink a 16-ounce can of energy drink in like 2 minutes. But
well,
then I
yeah,
can
you can.
also
You could
sit
drink
here
it.
and nurse it for like 3 hours.
Yeah, but how much soda are you drinking? What you call soda
Um,
cokes?
like 10 cans a day?
Right. So, and how
But
many
that's like a
cans?
quarter of like what I'm drinking now.
You're actually drinking more in terms of
Caffeine now.
volume now.
Yeah.
Well, caffeine. It may be still a quarter of the amount of caffeine. I'm just going to say, but that's the thing. Is a coffee you would drink over a long time in comparison because it's hot. You sip a coffee, you don't just drink it up, do you?
So I ended up having a cup of coffee on stream once, and I had to end it quarter of the way into the coffee because I couldn't think straight.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. You sip coffee and tea. You don't just drink it down, and so you. While it has quite a bit more, it has more caffeine in it than say a can of Coke,
hmm
but it doesn't have anywhere near as much as an energy drink. So if
Okay.
you're sipping it, you're not getting a whole lot compared to drinking down a can of Coke, because you drink down a can of Coke faster. So some of it's already gone through your system by the time you finish drinking, or as well into your system.
Right. What was that?
That was a creeper.
Ah. It sounded like one of the birds took damage.
It might have done, but it was through several blocks.
Why have we suddenly started getting um mobs around here, by the way? We didn't have that problem the past couple of streams.
Let's press F7 and have a look around. But I'm betting we have. Well, here we can because it's dark over here, by the way.
Oh yeah, and we've been spending a lot of time over in this area.
Yeah.
That would kind of make
It's dark
sense.
over there, and I hope I would get a peck, but I still haven't seen a peck.
Hold on, I want to bump down my game sounds. I'm having trouble hearing you over everything. Okay, that's better. I actually prefer the Windows audio system, like their audio mixer, a little bit more than I've found with any other like audio mixers that I can find. In that, like I can have an audio device and then route audio
You
to it.
prefer? Yeah, the new routing is not too bad in that. I don't use it only because I don't actually use that many channels and because I want them all going through voice mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason I'm using voice mixer is not so much for it is for its mixing capabilities, but that's because I can actually the way I can mix is more like a proper mixing deck.
Right, and
But
I'm not really
I'm also using it to send off to what's called VST plugins.
okay.
And so I've got things like a compressor, the noise cancellation. So can you currently hear the air conditioning through my microphone?
Every now and
When
then,
I
it's
start
like a
speaking.
slight rumbling in the back, but not too big of a deal. It might just be because I
Right.
have you quite loud.
Well, that too. And also I'm filtering off a lot of it. So if I do this, now can you hear it?
Quite a bit.
Right, so that's what happens when I bypass the filter in the VST for the noise cancellation. I suppose my
Well,
voice also changed a little bit when I did that, but
specifically what I'm enjoying about it is I can have my headset as an output device and
well,
edit the
yeah,
audio
I can do that
levels.
with voice. I can do that with voice meter. I
Well,
do that with voice meter,
I'm
and
duplicating the audio that I'm setting to OBS to my headset,
yeah,
edit the audio
I
levels
do
going to
that.
that, and then edit the
Well, I
audio
do
levels
that.
going to OBS on a global scale as well. And it seems just
Yeah,
really simple and easy to access. My issue
I do
is
as
every time I
I do
reboot the
exactly
computer, it
that.
resets. So I come on and I'm expecting my music to just be nice and quiet. It's just blaring.
Well, mine doesn't reset, but hey, that's
Okay, so
But
I have
yeah,
the golems and I have the animation cores. I
Oh,
made
cool.
10 animation cores just because we ended up. I thought I was going to end up with 10, but I accidentally deleted a golem and I was one short on
Okay.
each of the essentials. So
Right.
I've
Well,
gone
we
to the
can.
end. Beautiful.
So we need some more. Saying we need to start moving more crops, then, don't we? Oh, I got a garden saw here.
Well, let me clear up my inventory and get back to the overworld.
Oh, I already need some void upgrades apparently.
Oh, keep in mind, it's like a couple of minutes from switching to Capecraft.
Yeah. No, I kind of feel as it probably is.
Yeah, geez, that went actually quite fast. That was really enjoyable. Let's do
Ooh.
that.
No, okay. I definitely need those void upgrades.
Are you having problems with collecting all of them?
We have items on the ground. We have a lot of items on the ground.
Well, that should be out of the spawn chunk range, but we should probably get that sorted out before we leave.
I would, yeah. It's not that many. It's
And we're probably going to turn the server off when we leave anyway, just so the mana doesn't
yeah,
bug out.
exactly. So I'm not too worried about that.
Pumpkin.
You can plant these mushrooms now.
Okay. I'm gonna come back on tonight after stream and finish making that anvil, by the way. And I'll probably
Okay.
start moving some of these crops down there too.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
never got to
So
actually making that anvil. You got me started on making golems.
yeah. Well, the golems we kind of need more urgently, to be honest.
Yeah, the anvil was kind of like, oh, I made a mistake. We need to go and fix that now.
But So yeah, we'll.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So there's also yellow squares underneath where we start pulling stuff up from the plants.
Okay.
So that's spawn areas.
I've gone to the end again, by the way. Why did we put that there?
Well, it was out the way at the time.
I'm thinking I might move the furnace and like make a path down to there. I don't know.
Or teleposers and make those up so we can just press a button and end up down there.
Yeah, one or the other. We need to have a proper way down here that doesn't go over the nether portal or the end portal. Could we just block that off for now since we're not going to the end? What did I come down here for?
When you're planting stuff, mushrooms or something.
Yeah, but I don't have the mushrooms on me. So
I
like,
don't know where you put them.
I never picked them up.
Oh.
So why did I come all the way down here without the mushrooms?
All I can do is shrug at that one.
There was some reason why I thought, okay, let's go down there. I swear, I thought I was doing better this morning. Apparently not. I mean, I went to bed at midnight and I woke up at like 8. That's sleep,
Well,
right?
8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours is good, but you probably didn't catch up on any that you had already missed out on yesterday.
That's true. I'm probably still running a little though.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. Yeah, I'll probably need to sleep in tonight, except I've got work in the morning. Oh, on that note, I managed to land a new job, so my stream schedule is going to be changing soon.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to sort that out.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna have to take a week off of streaming because I don't know what my schedule is gonna be. But it's gonna help with a lot because it's $4 more than my current pay, and I can get to it a lot more often.
Okay.
Let's see. Crop sticks.
So college stuff's not happening, I'm guessing.
Well, it's still part-time. Thank you,
Okay.
Column. It's still part-time, and the fact that I can get to it a lot more often makes college more of a possibility. Because the
Okay.
reason I couldn't do college the past few semesters is because the only times I could get to my current job were 9 in the morning till or 6 in the morning till 9 in the morning. And then the only times I could get home from my current job were 3 in the afternoon until 6 in the afternoon. And
Yeah,
then,
that could be a problem.
yeah. And then I couldn't get down there on the weekends, which would be the ideal time to work when at college. So,
So, I have a question. What are you doing for your new job now?
it's going to be a print shop for a shipping company. So, like it's a proper uh, it's FedEx. So you end up taking in packages and printing out brochures and papers and um,
Okay.
like large banners and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
No. Yeah. Okay. I was
um,
just wondering what. I imagine there's quite a few things like printing address labels as well, but if
yep.
you could be doing all the marketing stuff, but that's why it's a lot mostly going to be printing address labels, isn't it?
They were
No.
kind of describing it as more like blowing up images or printing out large amounts of items, that kind of thing. So like
Okay.
imagining things like if somebody wanted to have an image that they made on their computer blown up to like a banner size or something.
Ah. Okay.
Because like
I
we
didn't know
have
FedEx.
printers that can do that.
Yeah. No. That's fine. Yeah. Proper print. Yeah. That's standard print stuff. That's fine. I didn't know FedEx would do that.
I
Okay.
didn't know either. It's just what this specific print shop or this specific FedEx shop does. Um, I guess it's something they generally do, but I don't know. I don't generally
Yeah.
go around and go to FedEx shops.
Well, either that. Yeah. If it's actually FedEx that's actually paying you.
Yep.
If it's the company that's the shop company and they franchise out to taking FedEx deliveries, is a slightly different idea. In
As
which
far
case,
as I
they
know,
are
it
a
is
print shop.
actually FedEx, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
really excited about it because I can get to it from 6 in the morning till 11 at night,
Yeah.
and
No.
it's $13.64 an hour, which,
Yeah.
considering I'm only
It's,
making 9.40 right now, that's quite an increase.
yeah. No. It's well. Yeah. It's getting close to your minimum is if you're full time. What the minimum wage?
So
Anyway,
I've got the mushrooms planted. Did you want to work on the void upgrades real quick, or did you just want to stop the server and not worry about it?
I was going to stop the server and not worry about it for the time being.
Okay.
But yeah, no, good for you. And yeah, I've done. I know actually quite a bit about the print stuff because I did marketing for a print shop. We did website and stuff for a print shop. So that was a long time ago now. They were then bought out by another print company, so all our stuff went away because they changed all the branding to the other companies and folded it all in. But they
That
would,
stinks.
yeah, yeah. It was doing well when it was under that name.
Yeah, I'm really interested in this though because I really like helping people out, and I think working with this is going to be fun. Um, so not only that, but it gives me a lot more opportunity to actually go through what I need to do.
And
So
the big IT and telecoms giant, um, yeah, the IT and telecoms company in York must have become happy because they suddenly became the top of the list for the searches. Oh, there's still stuff from us on the. That is our branding stuff. Old videos of theirs are still online. Yeah, founded in 1997. There's still some old information about the old company, but it's no longer there. Certainly not under the Fast Bite name. Okay. But yeah, no, so one of the things I did for them was automatic submission and pricing and ordering system for brochures, well, for things like business cards and stuff.
okay,
as part of the website, so people could go on and order through the website. And one of the things we never actually managed to complete the final stage of it, which was actually a brochure one. And that was because of how they price up brochures. It's really, really complicated. It was priced up as 2 items, not just one, because you would price up the cover as its own book, and then you would add a surcharge for binding all this up.
Okay.
So you'd price it up as 2 different books of 2 different papers, and then bind it all up. And you need to know exactly how many pages. And the way I'd built the system, because they didn't tell me all the details right at the beginning, wasn't built with quite enough flexibility for that, which was kind of annoying, because then when I found out how the pricing worked on that and how I'd have to calculate it, and it was like, I don't know how to do this. I also don't know how to do this in a way that is generic enough and easy enough that the user would be okay with it. So for business cards, they're a standard size. You get so many per sheet. So basically all the user really has to do is, do they need double-sided printing? So is there going to be stuff on both sides? Are they going on to what kind of paper they're going on to? How thick, basically, and whether it's coloured paper or not. And I'll be printing colour or black and white. Tick, tick, tick. That combination, this is the price, done. With all this, with how many pages and stuff, getting the user to tell you how many pages it is for the inner bit and then how much for the cover and stuff, because you could actually have 2 thicker bits around the cover if you wanted, because you can combination this up and stuff. It's yeah.
It was hard to understand from an outside perspective.
Yeah, there's no easy way of explaining this and making the UI nice for the user who doesn't already understand how this pricing system's going to work.
You were going to end up having to write essays under each thing saying, hey, this is what's going on with this section, and these are examples of where it's used.
Yeah, and there wasn't room in the interface for that. The interface was already designed and nicely pictured up. So yeah, it was just a nice list. It showed a little preview, that sort of thing, but yeah, there was no way that was going to work.
Yeah, it sounds like really, really weird problems to run across.
Yeah, but it makes sense. I can see why it happens, but without explaining all the process of behind the scenes from the print shop of how this pricing model works. From the print shop's perspective, so the first thing I asked, when I asked, how do I have to price these things up? I need to know what the prices are for these different combinations. But what I need to know is, what is the price for this bit and what is the price for this bit, so I can work out the combinations myself. And they said, well, yeah, we can do that. We basically have this package that some other company makes on our computers that basically does all these combination things, and it's already made, and it's specifically made for printers. So anyone who's not a print shop has never seen this software, and this software is not exactly friendly to use.
Nice.
So yeah, I never actually got to see that, but they pulled the information they needed out of it eventually. But that took several attempts. It took several weeks. So I asked for the information, and they said, yeah, we'll look into how to get that out of the program because we don't know whether the program will give it us back anymore in this way. Eventually I got things, but not the brochure section. The brochure section was months later after I built the rest, and then it's like, yeah, I'm not sure how to do this one.
Well, on that front, yeah. I will talk to you later.
Anyway, bye.